practical part of the our MCP path. And yes, the first one would be just the basic GPT application. The best thing for me, I usually find, is when you kind of mesh the theory with the practice, and that will help you to move to the next level. So before we move to MCP straight, it's a basic GPT application. So what we have is server side of it. So I've got the OpenAI API key, which means I can call OpenAI API through my application, right? And then this is an Express Node backend application. So I'm porting the OpenAI library when I am exposing the health endpoint, when I'm exposing all the models which are managed by the GPT, and then I'm exposing the chat endpoint. This is where I'm accepting my request and then providing the response. That's pretty much straightforward. And then to wrap it on the front end side of the things, I have a React app which has a basic UI. We show you the health, the models, and we'll let you just start talking to it. So I'll start the backend and I'll start the front end. So here we are. As you can see, it's a ChatGPT client connected successfully with a list of available models, and now you can start chatting. So you can say, what is basketball? And yeah, basketball is something. Is Australia big? Oral. Any generic question, you get a pretty straightforward answer. Everything looks good. But after talking to it for a while, what I found is it's a little bit dummier than UI. And then I said, okay, what's the date is today? And then it turns out to be, it doesn't know about the current date. It doesn't have cached my requests. And as you can see, it doesn't have real-time capabilities, something else, the historical general knowledge information only. And then I said, oh, why is that? I was expecting all my ChatGPT UI opportunities. And then I said, so what's the difference? So actually, ChatGPT UI is a full product around the LLMs. And through the Node app and my API key, what I reached is just the basic raw models. And they are just responding to my API request. That's it. Daytimes never injected, so I have to tell it myself. It doesn't keep any memory, no tools around it, so it's a very, very poor, very basic prompting chat. That's a summary. I know it touches on a little bit on our presentation side, which is closed and open AI projects. I would say OpenAI, in my opinion, because it's a turnkey and closed API model, for them it's more beneficial if we just use their UI. Then if I wanted a little bit more flexibility, Llama and probably Mistral set up locally and fine-tuning would be more helpful. That's kind of the summary. Thank you.